Hey, howdy ho, how's it going, people? I just had to once again deal with some pretty upsetting personal stuff, but I won't get into it because you don't care, and I want to not think about it. So we're gonna rate some Pokemon from my favorite generation, or my favorite games. My favorite generation is Gen 4. My favorite games are X and Y, and we're doing X and Y. Kalos region, pretty sweet. I'm feeling good about it. I got cookies in front of me, and they're really good cookies, even though they're they're slightly old at this point and kind of crumbly, so they're a little bit of a pain to clean up because they like crumble into like millions of crumbs. But I have a plate under it so it doesn't get on my desk. Let's get to some Kalos Pokemon. Chespin, yeah, you're definitely a starter, alright. 5. Quilladin. Hey look, Chespin got fat. How funny. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I figured out that you can click the Pokemon on Pokemon.com/Pokedex, and then you have little buttons on the top that can go to the next Pokemon, so I can get specific details on this Pokemon that I didn't have before and had to look up, and then I can just click and go to the next Pokemon, and I don't have to go to Bulbapedia in a new tab, so that's pretty sweet. Anyway, Quilladin gets a 5 because I just don't care. Chestnut, you're kind of cool. You'll get a 6 because you're an upgrade from your previous evolutions. Fennekin, good. Adorable little floof boy. Still love him. He's the one I always pick every single time I go play X and Y. Even if I don't end up using my Delphox till the very end of the game, I'll still pick Fennekin. Good for you. Fennekin gets a 7 out of 10. I forgot to get my favorites up. Ooh, no, I need to reference the things. I didn't get drinkables before I did this. My voice is gonna be destroyed. You know, theoretically, I could just get up and fix that because, you know, I can edit a recording, but I'm not going to because I hate my voice apparently. Braixen, he's cool. I like her. Furbait, obligatory Furbait mention, but I'm actually quite a fan of Braixen outside of the whole Furbait thing. I like her concept. I like how she's got her magical wand stick stuck on her tail. It's a really neat design. I really like Braixen. 7 out of 10. No, we'll give Braixen actually a 7.2 out of 10. And then Delphox, I really like how they didn't go the magical girl route and they went with a straight up wizard warlock. Look, I really like Delphox, and Delphox gets a 7.5 out of 10. Okay, so fucking get ready to not like me. I don't like Froakie. He's the better of 3 evils as far as the evolution line goes, so I can give him a 4, but I just don't like this entire line. Aha, yes, Frogadier. Second stage syndrome on a Pokemon I don't like, so he gets a 2. And then Greninja. Ooh, Greninja. Way too many people like you. You're way overrated, and you're dark type, and I hate that you're dark type because I like dark types and I don't like you. Why are you constantly tasting yourself? It's weird. Stop doing that. You're a fucking weirdo. Fuck you and your water shurikens. Greninja gets a 1, and I don't care if I get crucified. Bunnelby! Hey, do you remember when in Gen 4 they made that bunny Pokemon that went like over really well with people and is a very common pick whenever someone's playing Pokemon and they need like a normal or like fighting type Pokemon? Yeah, so let's do that, but without all of the good, and let's make its ears arms, because fuck it, why not? The Bunnelby is a disaster and I will never use it. We'll give it like a 3 because at least it's not Diggersby. Oh my god, you are the ugliest thing I've ever fucking seen. You're not quite on the same level as hatred as Emolga and Stunfisk is though, so I'll still give you a rating. However, it's going to be a 1, and you're just going to have to live with that fact for the rest of your life. We've done the bad and the ugly with Bunnelby and Diggersby, but now let's get to the good. Yes, the very, very good. Fletchling is a cute little burb. However, in this state, it's just kind of a nothing Pokemon, and it's kind of just a bird. So I'll give it a 6 because it's a nothing Pokemon, but it's a bird. Fletchinder is now a bigger, more better looking bird. Weirdly enough, the first stage has stage 2 syndrome, and the second stage is actually cool looking. I like Fletchinder, and its cry is funny. Fletchinder's gonna get like a 6.8 out of 10. And then Talonflame, yes, good. Fire type Peregrine Falcon, very good. Fun fact, before I found out the existence of Martial Eagles, yes, I'm bringing them up again, Peregrine Falcons were my favorite bird. And then I learned about Martial Eagles, and they look kind of similar with their like feather patterns. Their colors are different, but they look kind of similar, except the Martial Eagle is a lot bigger because it's an eagle, and I just like its color palette more. But that does not change the fact that I like Peregrine Falcons. They're my favorite type of falcon now, just not my favorite bird. So, seeing as how Talonflame is a fire-flying type, so it's better than Charizard. I'm saying it. Talonflame is better than Charizard. I'm gonna give... Where's Talonflame sitting on my top 100? Ah, yeah, there it is. You're number 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 45. Just ahead of yeah. You're in a good. You're like in the middle of the pack. So I'll give you like an 8.5. Really good for hatching Pokemon. Flying type Flame Body. You can teach it fly, so you can fly to Lumio City and just bike around, and then the Flame Body will speed up the egg hatching. A bird is good at hatching eggs. Go figure. Scatterbug. Of the baby stage bug Pokemon for like the regional bugs, Scatterbug I think is the one I like the least. It just kind of looks vacant. It doesn't look like it's all there, and I'm not crazy about it. Scatterbug gets like a 3. Spupa sounds like Conspupa, the second stage of my Fakamon I mentioned at the end of the last video. Ooh, callback, and I totally didn't just record that, and that's why it's on my mind. Spupa. The entire reason I have a problem with Conspupa's name, even though I do like its name, I think it's a little bit too close to Spupa, because you just kind of take the prefix con and put it in front of this one, and then it's Conspupa, which is the name of my other second stage. But they're unrelated, so it can't be like a regional variant or anything. Anyway, Spupa's fine. Kind of funny looking. It looks cozy with all its silk fluff. 5, I guess? Vivillon. Of the butterfly Pokemon, I think Vivillon's my favorite because I really like its whole wing thing where its wings look different based on the region you catch the Vivillon in, aka the region in which you play your Pokemon game. Unfortunately, the region I live in has a really ugly wing color palette set up, and I'm really upset with that because I can't just go out and catch a Vivillon, and I'm pretty sure you can't breed its wing patterns because it'll just hatch into the wing pattern of your region, and I don't like using Pokemon that aren't mine because I nickname all of my Pokemon, and you can't nickname Pokemon you've received in a trade because they're already someone else's technically. However, Vivillon is still cool. I still like Vivillon. She'll get a, she's number 666, spooky. So she'll get a 6.66 out of 10. That seems fair. Litleo, it's fine. It's kind of cute. It's a cat. I like cats. However, its cry always bothered me for some reason. It's like something about its cry just like triggers something in the back of my head and makes me not like it. So we'll give it like a 5. Pyroar, it's a cool idea. I don't understand why it's normal type, I guess, but I have one really big complaint about Pyroar, and that is its main isn't fire, and it's just fire colors, and it ends up looking like ketchup and mustard squirted on a cat, and I'm really not a fan of it. On multiple occasions I have wanted to use Pyroar though, so I don't hate the Pokemon, it just looks kind of weird. For the male Pyroar, I'll probably give him like a 4 because his mane is like really flat for some reason. The female one though, I like considerably more because it's a normal lion, but its color palette makes me think mountain lion, and mountain lions are really pretty. So I'll give the female Pyroar a 6.7 out of 10. Flabebe, ooh, different color flowers. Ooh, not shiny though. The shiny is purple instead of green. Flabebe is fine for being the first fairy type you're able to catch. It's purely fine. I don't really have any gripes with it. I always thought its nose was a smiley face though, so when I got a side profile of it and I noticed that's just a long nose, I liked it slightly less because I thought it was just really happy all the time, but it's actually a nose and it has no visible mouth. So for that, I think I have to give it like a 5.1 instead of a 6. Floette is pretty cute. It's got a parasol. I don't really feel anything about Floette. It really has a stage 2 syndrome for me. The event one's cool, where it's the Floette that AZ had in the war. So that's pretty neato. Basic Floette, I'll give like a 5.1, and for the event Floette, I'll give her like a 5.6. Florges I quite like. I think she's pretty neato. She doesn't have the weird like no mouth giant nose thing that Flabebe has, but she does have a pointy nose. It just works with her design. She kind of looks like a goat kid, you know, with the big ears and the head shape. So I like Florges. She's pretty neato. Am I gonna rate all the flower colors individually? I'll rate the ones that immediately come to mind. The default red is probably like a 6. The blue is like a 6.5, and white is like a 6.9. It's almost a 7. I really like white Florges. Speaking of goats, it's Skiddo. Look at him. He's adorable. How can you not like this? Skiddo is just an absolutely wonderful Pokemon. Its evolved forms, its stats aren't great, but it's such a cute Pokemon, and I really like goats. I'm biased for caprine creatures. I like sheep, I like goats, and I like anything in between. I think they're really cute, and even if they're slightly weird with the fact that they have like rectangular shaped pupils and they scream for some reason, goats are fine. I'm a fan of Skiddo. Skiddo gets like a 6.2. And then Go-Go. Yeah, it's just more of the same, but better. Go-Go's a nice Pokemon. And contrary to popular opinion, I'm actually quite a fan of its shiny with its golden horns and its very pink hooves. I'm a fan of Go-Go all around. We'll give it a 7. Pancham, little panda buddy. He's kind of cool, I guess. Little panda friend. He's gonna fight you. I'm not crazy about Pancham, so we'll give him like we'll give him a 5.3. He's kind of cute. Pangoro, however, I am quite a fan of. Fighting Dark, pretty neato type combo. The great thing is he's based off of like a Japanese like stereotypical delinquents, which in media are usually they act tough and they talk tough, but in reality they're like super nice. And if like if you're their friend, they'll like treat you real nice, and if somebody tries to fuck with you, they will absolutely kick their ass without hesitation. And that makes you like Pangoro more. He's such a buddy. I mean, he's a very violent buddy, but he's a buddy, and he's 6'11". Jesus Christ. This Pokemon is quick to anger, and it has no problem using its prodigious strength to get its way. It lives for duels against Obstagoon. Ooh, that's a thing that I didn't know, because I don't have Sword. I played it when my brother was still here, and I plan on getting Shield anyway. Either way, that's not important. What is important is this big panda buddy beefs with Obstagoon, and I think that's pretty funny, because Obstagoon is at a horrific type disadvantage. Either way, I like Pangoro, and I intend on using one in the near future. Pangoro gets a 7. Furfrou! It's a cool gimmick Pokemon. It's kind of just got Chatot syndrome though. Outside of its gimmick, it's just kind of a nothing, but at least its gimmick is more like prevalent and readily available, because like you can cut its fluff. And before I spend way too long on the Furfrou section of the video, we'll give its neutral form a 5 out of 10. The heart trim, we'll give it a 6 out of 10. The star trim gets a 4, and the diamond trim, it's got like yoga pants, but like really puffy yoga pants, like yoga pants you stuff scrambled eggs into. Like it gets a 3. So I like the heart trim the most. Surprise, surprise, it's fucking pink. Esper. So I like cats, and I like Esper's evolution. I'm not sure how I feel about Esper specifically though. It just kind of sees infinity, and that's all it's really known for. It's cute. It's a little bipedal psychic cat. I'd have an Esper. Even if I didn't evolve it, like if I wasn't allowed to evolve an Esper, but I was given an Esper, I would still hang out with it. So we'll give it like a 6. Ah yes, Meowstic. The evolution I mentioned. Whoa, male Meowstic gets like a 6. I'm not crazy about male Meowstic, but female Meowstic. Yes, I like her. I like female Meowstic. I love her stern demeanor and her little scarf thing. And a fun little note about the differences between these two is the male one looks like he's wearing like little normal like ankle socks or something that like just a dude would wear, like normal socks, and the female one is wearing thigh-high socks because she's fancy and she can rock those legs. And also she's kind of wearing like ankle gloves. She's wearing like elbow gloves as well. I really like female Meowstic's design. I use female Meowstic quite a bit anytime I have the option. Usually she ends up getting kicked out of my team for a stronger physical attacker, but that doesn't change the fact that I like female Meowstic. And in my top 100, she is 86, it looks like. She's in there, just not very high. So we'll give her like a 7.7. Honedge, pretty cool Pokemon. However, it's really strange that the picture on Pokedex.com, or Pokemon.com/Pokedex, I should say, it has him sheathed, which usually you see Honedge with the sword out and the blue arm is holding the sheath, but I guess it's kind of neat, I guess, that he's in the sheath in this picture, because you never really see that. Honedge gets like a 6. Doublade is pretty heckin' cool. I'm quite a fan of Doublade. Doublade will get a 6.2, and then Aegislash is a really neato Pokemon. I think they knocked it out of the park with Aegislash. He's such a unique Pokemon. Ghost Steel, he's got his own special move that changes his form, and then it changes his stats like drastically based on which form he is. Aegislash is a really cool Pokemon. It's like super cool, like really super duper cool. I'm such a big fan of Aegislash. He gets like a 7 though because he's not quite in my top 100. Spritzy, one of the fairy types I'm not crazy about. Spritzy gets a 5 because I don't really care about it all that much. It's cute. I like it. I like its little Plague Doctor mask. Aromatisse. See, I've actually, for whatever reason, slowly been, Aromatisse has been growing on me for some reason. I'm not sure why. It's kind of ugly looking, and it's a little bit weird. And it's a bird, but it has, like, paws. So I guess it's like a griffin, because it has, like, claws that could be seen as talons on its forearms, its forelegs, or its arms, or whatever. But its legs are, like, those are just straight up paws. So you're like a really poofy griffin with a Plague Doctor mask. The more I look at it, the more I actually kind of like this design. It's weird that it's fairy type because it doesn't really have anything to do with like fairy magic. It just kind of smells nice. But you know what? Aromatisse, it's grown on me the more I look at it. So we'll give her like a 6.5. Swirlix, however, no, 3. And Slurpuff gets a 1. It's so awful. Oh no, no. Moving on. Ooh, okay, so here's an interesting one. Inkay, Lil Squid Buddy. Inkay is adorable, and I'm pretty sure we can all agree on that. However, with Inkay and its evolution, there is one big problem that I personally have with it. And it's not really a problem with it, it's a problem with my brain. I see squid, I expect any sort of water type. I always assume that Inkay is water dark or water psychic, when in reality, no. Inkay is in fact dark psychic type. Really cool type combo. However, squid does not make me think evil mastermind with crazy mind powers. And mix that in with the fact that Inkay is absolutely adorable and doesn't look dark type in the slightest. I always think that Inkay, after I remember it's not water type, I always think that Inkay specifically is mono-psychic and not dark psychic yet. So despite the fact that I like Inkay and I like its evolution, I don't like them because their typing fucks with me. So I will be fair to this Inkay and I will give it a 5 because I do like it, but there is a big aspect about it that I don't like because it confuses me. And then Malamar, he's kind of the same deal as Inkay because, you know, he's Inkay's evolution. However, instead of being extra cute like Inkay, Malamar just looks pretty heckin' cool. So to be fair to Malamar, as I don't hate him, I hate his typing because it's weird and messes with my brain, I'm gonna give Malamar a 5, so he sits in the middle of the road. Binacle, genuinely awful. One of the ugliest Pokemon to have ever existed. Mix that in with the fact that he's based off of a Barnacle, which are also disgusting. Binacle's gonna get a 1. Actually, we're not giving him a 2 out of 10. We are still giving him a 1, but instead of giving him a 2 out of 10 because there's 2 of them, we're gonna give him 2 1s out of 10. So he's 2 out of 20. Yeah, a Binacle gets a 2 out of 20. So similarly with Barbaracle, its ugly, disgusting evolution, we're gonna give it a 7 out of 70 because there's 7 protrusions from the Barnacle, and I'm not giving it an actual 7 out of 10 just because there's 7 of them. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 70, so it still has a 1 out of 10. Skrelp, it's just kind of one of those Pokemon I don't really care about. 5. Dragalge, he looks pretty cool. It's a much better approach to a leafy sea dragon than Seadra and Kingdra, which just kind of look like seahorses and not leafy sea dragons. Dragalge looks much more like what he's based off of. However, I have one really big complaint, and that's with the fact that he is one of 3 poison dragon types, and the other 2 are an Ultra Beast and a Legendary. And I don't like that because I want a poison dragon type that I can use in everyday play. And with that, my only option is Dragalge, and it's only a dragon type because it's based off of a type of seahorse called a leafy sea dragon. And because of that, I'm not going to give Dragalge a 6 out of 10 because I like him. I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10 because I can't hate him, but I also can't like him. Cloncher. Oh, I like this boy. He's based off of a really cool animal. Pistol Shrimp. Very cool. Cloncher's funny shrimp dude. I'd hang out with him. I'll give Cloncher like a 6.3 out of 10. Actually, wait, no, since he's a shrimp, this isn't a pistol caliber, but we'll give him a 5.56 out of 10 because that's a bullet. Clawitzer. Yeah, more of the same, but better. And also, from a certain angle, that looks like a sea dragon head, which is pretty sweet. And also, his ability is pretty sweet. And also, he learns a lot of moves that can take advantage of his pretty sweet ability. Clawitzer is just a cool Pokemon, and his shiny form, along with Cloncher, they make him red like a cooked lobster, which is funny. Clawitzer gets like a 7. Actually, wait, no, he's in my top 100. He's number 89, it looks like. So we'll give him a 7.3. Helioptile, one of the Pokemon I genuinely hate the design of, and also it's electric normal type for some reason. 3. Thankfully, Thankfully, Heliolisk is a better design. He looks so much better. He actually looks like a lizard and not just a weird, dopey, teardrop head-shaped weird fuck-ass. Heliolisk is good. He's a good lizard boy. He's still weird that he's electric normal. What I think they should have done for Heliolisk and Helioptile is, since they're based off of, like, solar panels and sun stuff, they should have been electric fire if they were dual type. An electric fire type would have been a lot more interesting than electric normal for some reason. But I guess solar panels are a pretty normal thing at this point, so I don't know. Heliolisk gets like a 6.3. Yes, fossil Pokemon of Gen 6. I eternally do not know which one of these I like more. I think, okay, I'm gonna make an attempt to take a stance on the Gen 6 fossil Pokemon. Like a firm stance. Which one do I like more? So, for Tyrant, we'll get to the other in a bit. Tyrant gets a 7 out of 10. He's a cute little chompy boy, and I love him. Tyrantrum, one of the most badass Pokemon in the game. Just like in general. Tyrantrum is an awesome Pokemon, and he has one of the best cries out of anything, because he just fucking sends it and roars because he's a fucking T-Rex and he's awesome. Though actually, with the fact that he has like a head crest, kind of looks like horns, as well as the fact that he can learn Horn Drill, I'd sooner call this a Carnotaurus than a Tyrannosaurus Rex, which I actually like Carnotaurus more. And also, Shiny Tyrantrum's really cool because he's blue. It's a really nice shade of blue. He's a blue Carnotaurus. Tyrantrum's really fucking cool. I know for a fact Tyrantrum and Aurorus are on my top 100. I just gotta take a sec to find them. Ah, yes. So, on the top 100, I rudimentarily put them at spot number 39 and 40 respectively, Tyrantrum being 39, Aurorus being 40. But at the time that I made this, I still wasn't sure whether I liked Tyrantrum or Aurorus more. So for a baseline that I will use to judge Aurorus off of, Tyrantrum is going to get a 7.5 out of 10. Amora. Okay, I think between Tyrant and Amora, I think I like Amora more. It is so unbelievably cute. Oh my god, look at it. It's a little itty-bitty sauropod, and when I say itty-bitty, I mean actually like 4 foot tall, because it's still a sauropod, which are huge, but it's itty-bitty compared to Aurorus, and that's the important thing. And Amora is just absolutely irrefutably adorable. And I think I like it more than Tyrant. I think I gave Tyrant like a 7.1. I should really start writing these down. So we'll give Amora like a 7.3. Just to, he might have been a 7.6. I don't remember. Either way, put Amora in front of Tyrant by 1 decimal point. Now, Aurorus. The big question now. I really like Aurorus, especially with the fact that it's ice type. Do I like Aurorus more than Tyrantrum? I think I do, because its ability is really nice, because it gives it Stab with Hyper Beam. It turns Hyper Beam into an ice type move, thus giving it Stab with Hyper Beam, which is pretty bitchin'. And also, it's still pretty cute. Like, even fully evolved, it's still pretty cute. And it's got the Aurora Borealis fucking sail flaps. Yeah, I think I like Aurorus more. So we'll give it an 8 out of 10. Congratulations, you are now 39 instead of 40. You are ahead of Tyrantrum. Good for you. Sylveon. One of the Pokemon I think gets like way too bad a rap. I quite like Sylveon. I like its color palette. It's comfy. It's a comfy color palette. It's really nice to look at. It's the most recent evolution, and honestly, I hope they add more, because I would love to see a poison type, specifically. A poison type evolution. Sylveon's nice. I like Sylveon. I think people are way too hard on her. And her shiny is an even better color palette, because it's primarily white and blue, which is a really nice color. I like Sylveon. She's one of the evolutions I like more than the majority. Like, up there with Umbreon and Glaceon. So, Sylveon gets like a... Is Sylveon on my top 100? Oh, she's not quite in my top 100. I have a little section on the picture that you've seen where it's orange and it says not quite, where they're basically honorable mentions, and Sylveon's in there. So we'll give her like a, since she's not quite in there, we'll give her a 7 out of 10. Hawlucha. So they had a falcon, and now they have a hawk. And for some reason, this hawk cannot fly and is a luchador. I never really got Hawlucha, and also its beak not being its mouth for some reason has always bothered me. I feel like if Hawlucha just had a normal beak, like a bird, because it's a bird, I would like it a lot more. But it doesn't have a normal beak. It has a weird mouth that like follows the curvature of its beak on the underside. So for being one of 2 fighting flying types and the other one being a Pokemon I absolutely love, I think I'm gonna have to give Hawlucha like a 4. So, sorry, buddy. You're a bird, though, so at least you didn't get a 3. Dedenne. Yeah, that's another fucking Pikachu ripoff I don't care about. 1. Carbink. Yes. Good. Oh, there is goodness in the world. There is a god. There is a god that allowed this thing to exist. Oh, I love Carbink. It's so fucking cute. Bunny Rock. It's adorable. I love it. The entire, well, not the entire, but a very large portion of the reason I hate Sableye is because they eat Carbink. And how in the unbelievable fucking beans do you eat something that looks like this? Oh, my heart is exploding out of my chest and I need to go to a hospital. I love Carbink. Carbink's on my top 100 for sure. Okay, Carbink specifically is not on my top 100 list, but because I associate Carbink with DNC like constantly, I'll just say it's in... I probably would do this anyway. Carbink is in the same spot as DNC, so it is number 34 on my top 100. I love Carbink. Carbink is gonna get an 8.3 out of 10. It's adorable and it's tanky as shit for absolutely no reason, and it's hilarious. Ah, fuck. Speaking of Pokemon I love, it's Goomy. I am currently in the process of trying to get a shiny Goomy on Pokemon X, and you know what? I'm actually gonna hatch some eggs right now while I do this evolution line. So I'm currently trying to get a shiny Goomy on Pokemon X because shiny Goomy looks like it's like butterscotch cream with strawberries in it, and even though it's a slug, it looks like it would taste delicious, and I really like food Pokemon, and that's why I love Alchemy and the ice creams, even though the ice creams aren't actually ice cream. Goomy is just one of those Pokemon that anytime I look at its funny little face, I remember that there's good in the world. Goomy is great. Oh, I actually have eggs in here already. Sweet. So this will work out. I'll let you know if I get a shiny. I don't think it's gonna happen, but that'd be pretty cool for the video. Oh, Goomy gets Goomy gets a 7.2 out of 10. Sliggoo. Oh, it evolved and it's still cute. Oh my god. Sliggoo is still like, it has this stage 2 syndrome. I don't like it over its pre-evolution or its evolution, but it still doesn't change the fact that I really like this entire line. So Sliggoo gets like a 7.1. Oh, good. Friend. Ooh. Oh yes, even better. Oh, we have reached the pinnacle of Pokemon design. Goodra is so wonderful. Looking at my favorite types list, as you can see, Goodra is my favorite dragon type, and that might be a weird opinion, but none of you can stop me. I love Goodra. Oh my god. Oh, hold on. We have an egg hatch. Let's see what we got. And wait for it. Not shiny. Hooray! Okay, so Goodra, yeah? Look at this thing. So the wonderful thing about Goodra, I have Pokemon X open right now, so we'll read its Pokedex entry, assuming I've actually had a Goodra on this run, and I've actually evolved a Goomy at some point. I think I did. I have no idea. Oh, I actually have not. Well, either way, Goodra's Pokedex entry in X and Y, I think specifically X, mentions that it is extremely friendly and is a very big fan of hugs, and people aren't too crazy about that because it's slimy, but I don't care. You hug that Goodra and you relish that moment, because Goodra needs to be a friend. You need to have a Goodra as your friend. Reading the Pokedex entry on the website I'm using, sometimes it misunderstands instructions and appears dazed or bewildered. Many trainers don't mind finding this behavior to be adorable, and I fully agree with them. Oh, there's another one. Its form of offense is forcefully stretching out its horns. The strikes land 100 times harder than any blow from a heavyweight boxer. Ooh, whack. Unfortunately, no comments about the fact that it loves hugs, but you can look that up. It's on Bulbapedia. So Goodra is an absolutely wonderful Pokemon. Hold on. Not shiny. Goodra is an absolutely wonderful Pokemon and can be a pretty heckin' valuable special defense tank, which is pretty neato because a lot of the types of a lot of the moves for the types it's used to, being Fairy, Ice, and Dragon, because it's Mono Dragon, a lot of the really powerful ones are special moves. So even if it's a special, like a super effective special attack, Goodra can probably take it if it's on level, which is pretty sweet. The only real complaint I have about Goodra is that I think it should be Poison Dragon because it is a snail. It evolves from a slime into a snail into a snail dragon. So I would argue that Goodra should be Poison Dragon because if you eat a snail, like a raw snail, it probably won't end well, and there's also poisonous snails. Oh, hold on. We've got another egg. This is the last one in my party, so let's see if it's a good one. It's not shiny. So Goodra, adorable. I think it should be Poison Dragon, but it's Mono Dragon. which is fine. I feel like a Poison Dragon would be kind of upsetting for the fact that this is the game that Fairy type was introduced in. A dragon that has a way of dealing with Fairy types when Fairy types were added to nerf Dragon types, that'd be kind of whack, so I guess I get why they didn't make it Poison Dragon, but if I had my way, Goodra would be Poison Dragon, and I would use it constantly. Goodra is not my favorite Pokemon. However, it is number 11, 12, 13, 14 on my top 100, and it's my favorite Dragon type. So the idea that it is my favorite something, and it's really high up on my top 100, Goodra, you get a 10 out of 10. And a comfy hug from me. I'll take a shower, I don't care. Klefki, we're still rocking the boat with good Pokemon designs. Way too many people are really harsh on Klefki. Like, it's just keys. Oh, it's so stupid, it steals keys. I would argue that Klefki is pretty cute. Look at it, it's holding your keys. If you befriend a Klefki, you don't have to carry your keys because your Klefki will carry them for you. And you could probably tell it to use the keys when you need to use them, so you don't even need to grab your keys. Klefki always has them. It's such a helpful Pokemon. I like Klefki. Klefki gets way too much of a bad rap. It's not on my top 100, but it is a Pokemon I like. So you will get a crisp 6.9 out of 10. Oh my god. There's a reason that I love X and Y, and it's because I love so many Pokemon that you get. Like, so many bangers on the Pokedex right next to each other. Phantom, it's a dead kid. Like, let's just get that out of the way. It's a dead kid. However, that dead kid died and became a ghost and haunted a stump and is now one of the cutest Pokemon to have ever exist. Phantom is adorable, and its cry is even more adorable, and Phantom gets a 7 out of 10. And then you this is such a great example of what Pokemon's, like most Pokemon's, like evolution line should be. You start with something super cute that people will love and want to use, and then you give it an evolution that is fucking awesome. Trevenant is so cool. It's a fucking it's a whole ass haunted tree. It's leveled up from haunting a stump to haunting a whole ass tree. It's fucking cool. Look at this dude. You wouldn't want to fuck with Trevenant. Nah, not at all. Not even in the slightest. So, Trevenant is fucking bitchin', and he's somewhere on my top 100, I believe. Either that, or I considered him and didn't quite put him in. I'll give it a quick look just to see. Yep, there he is. He is number 81 on my top 100. He is such a cool Pokemon. I love him. So, we'll give it a 7.1 out of 10. Oh my god. So, remember that whole thing about just, like, constant bangers? Yeah, still going on with that trend. It's Pumpkaboo. I can't understand the prospect of someone disliking Pumpkaboo. It is, oh my god, it is so fucking cute. Look at it. It is so cute. It is one of, I think it might be the only first stage Pokemon on my entire top 100. Like, there's one stage Pokemon like Phalanx on here, but I'm talking about it evolves into something, and I chose it over its evolution. Pumpkaboo is a good little pumper. I love it. And it's shiny. So good. It's a painted pumpkin. It's a painted pumpkin with a really nice color palette. Look at it. Look at it. Pumpkins. Pumpkaboo is number 87, 90, 89, 88, 87. Number 87 on my list. So that actually puts it behind Trevenant, but I'm not giving it a flat 7. So Pumpkaboo, you get a 7.05 from me because you deserve it. Little pumpkin friend. And then Gourgeist. Now, as I mentioned, I like Pumpkaboo more than I like its evolution. However, that's not to say that I dislike Gourgeist. I still like Gourgeist. I think it's a fun Pokemon. It's Halloween based, and Halloween is my favorite holiday. So, considering the fact that I like Pumpkaboo more, but I still don't hate Gourgeist, I'll give you a flat 7. That seems fair. We keep the ball rolling with Pokemon I love. It's Bergmite. Look at him. Little ice dude. 7. And then Avalon. It's a good example of what Pokemon evolutions should be anyway. Just like Trevenant. It goes from the cute little thing that is Bergmite to Avalon, who's fucking awesome looking. He's a big iceberg turtle who's tanky as shit. When's the last time you heard of a tanky ice type? I'll give you a hint. It's Avalon, and he's awesome. 7.3. I'm starting to think that Gen 6 might be my favorite generation, because this has been a crazy streak of Pokemon I love. Noibat is the only non-legendary bat Pokemon that I like, and I love Noibat and his evolution. Noibat is adorable. He's a little chompy boy. I want to be his friend. Where is... Okay, so your evolution is sitting at 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 26 on my top 100. So you're going to get an 8.2. Funky little dude. And then Noivern. Oh my god. Yes, this is how you do a bat Pokemon. And also, this is how you do a bat Pokemon that you've mixed with a Wyvern Pokemon. How fucking Gen 6 Pokemon design was cracked. I love Noivern, and I love fucking Noibat. He's a cool Pokemon. He's a really good Pokemon. He's a special attack sweeper. He's fast as shit. He looks really cool, and his shiny looks drastically different, but still looks good. Noivern is 10 out of 10 on Pokemon design, but based on its spot in my top 100, fucking, we'll give him an 8.2. No, we'll give him an 8.4, 8.45. You deserve it. You're a really cool Pokemon. We just can't lose. We can't lose with X and Y. Gen 6 Pokemon design was fucking cracked. I don't get it. Why did they knock this out of the park? Xerneas is so fucking cool looking, and it's a deer, which I love, and it's the one I had. I like Yveltal too, but I like Xerneas more, and luckily my brother liked Yveltal more, so I got Xerneas, and I was happy about it. I'm gonna need to put in the thumbnail like a really poor edit of the Oops All Berries box for Captain Crunch, but instead it says like Oops All Bangers, because Jesus Christ, Gen 6 mental. Xerneas, fucking, you get like an 8.2, my guy. And Yveltal, fucking, what were they on? Like, they were definitely on some performance enhancing drugs when they were coming up with this generation, I swear. Look at this dude. Look at him, fucking crazy, my guy. Look at him. So fucking cool. Dark flying type. Yes. More of this, please. Yveltal, you get a flat 8 out of 10, my dude. Zygarde, very good. Sneck. We'll do we'll do his other forms right now. Okay, so the 10% form, he's pretty neato. A little pup. I like that. I like what he's based off of. Zygarde's forms are based off of Loki's children, I believe. Fenrir, was it Fenrir, Jormungandr, and Hel? I'm gonna look this up, just to be safe. I haven't brushed up on my Norse mythology in a while. I don't think it was Nidhogg, but Jormungandr seems weird. You gotta fact check yourself to make sure you know what you're talking about. So I was right. So Loki's children are namely Hel, the goddess of death, Jormungandr, the world serpent, who I love, probably my favorite mythical creature, or like my favorite mythical being. To call him a creature is a bit of an insult. And then Fenrir, edgy wolf who's gonna end the world by killing God. That's pretty sweet. So the 10% form, he's cool. I like him. Dobermans are a really cool breed of dog. But compared to Fenrir, you really went with the domestic dog route when using inspiration from Loki's children, and in this specific one, Fenrir, and you didn't go with the really fucking cool tough wolf wrapped in chains route. Which, fair, that's been done before, but there's a reason Fenrir is such a common character. It's because he's really cool. So, with the thought in mind that he's based off of Fenrir and isn't nearly as cool, we'll give his 10% form a 6 out of 10. Similar deal, 50% form based off of Jormungandr. I feel like I gotta be a bit more harsh on this one, because as I mentioned, I love Jormungandr. He's awesome. But I don't want to give him a 5, because that seems mean. So we'll give you a 5.87. Yeah, sure. Okay. And then Hel, the complete form. Holy fuck. His HP stat is through the roof. Okay, well, he's a legendary, so I think his complete form is the one I like the least. He looks like he looks like a Gundam or an Eva or just a Japanese fighting robot in general. He does not look like the goddess of death from Norse mythology. So with that in mind, I think complete form Zygarde will get a 4.7. Well, that seems fair. We haven't lost yet. We haven't. It's Gen 6 is just too good. It's Diancie. She is spiritually an evolution of Carbink. She's the princess of Carbink. A sudden transformation of Carbink. Its pink, glimmering body is said to be the loveliest sight in the whole world, and I'd be inclined to agree. I love this shade of pink, and I love Diancie. Her normal form gets, let's see, she's 31, 2, 3, 4, 34 on my top 100. So we'll give her an 8.25, and her Mega, and we'll now use this opportunity to do all of the Gen 6 Megas as well. Mega Diancie, so fucking good. I want to give Mega Diancie an 8.5. No, 8.75. I love Mega Diancie, and I'll never get to use her. But, you know what? Small price to pay for this Pokemon to just exist. Okay, so now if you give me a quick second, I'm gonna get up a list of all the Gen 6 Mega Evolutions, and we'll do that. Okay, sweet. Mega Venusaur. Yeah, no, he's just, I'm not crazy about Mega Venusaur, and I'm not crazy about Venusaur, so we'll give it like a 3.5. I actually like it less than normal Venusaur. Mega Charizard X. It's hard to decide between the two forms, honestly. I really like the way Mega Charizard X looks, and also obligatory comment of him now being Dragon type. Whoop-de-doo. I still think Charizard's overrated, but I do like his Megas considerably more than any of his other forms. So Mega Charizard X will get a 5.3, and Mega Charizard Y? We'll give you a 5.5 because your basic Charizard colors, thus making it so your shiny is basic shiny Charizard colors. And shiny Mega Charizard Y, oh my god, that looks so good. Mega Blastoise, another Pokemon I don't really care for. I think his Gigantamax is way better than this. I'm not crazy about Mega Blastoise. I'll give him a 4.7. Mega Alakazam. Yeah, surprise, surprise, the Gen 1 Mega Evolutions I'm not crazy about. Mega Alakazam gets like a 3. Actually, he has 5 spoons, so we'll give him a 5. Mega Gengar. In the Gen 1 video, I mentioned that I actively dislike Gengar, which is a very uncommon opinion. But Mega Gengar looks more like an evolution of Haunter, so I like him more. So we'll give him like a 5.3. 5.3, sure. Mega Kangaskhan. She doesn't change much because she doesn't change at all. However, her baby is now more grown up and can fight with her. And in the game that she came out, X and Y, Mega Kangaskhan was absolutely fucking busted, which is wonderful. I like Kangaskhan already. And with the fact that Mega Kangaskhan literally just lets her kid fight with her, oh my god, it's such a wonderful idea. It's super basic, but it's a wonderful idea. I'll give Mega Kangaskhan a 7 out of 10. Megapincer. Yeah, I don't like Pinsir because his mouth grosses me out, and his mouth didn't change in this. And also, he in and of himself got there eventually. His Mega is just like really lackluster. It's just kind of an angrier Pinsir who actually can fly now because he's using his wings. That's the whole idea behind his Mega. And because they decided to make him fly, Megapincer is still not bug fighting type. He is bug flying, and for that we'll have to give you a 3. Speaking of a Pokemon not getting the type it should be, Mega Gyarados. He's pretty cool looking. He's very chunky. He's a very chunky boy, which I guess harkens him back to, you know, being the evolution of Magikarp. But he's Water Dark type, which I get because when he Mega evolves, his skull like crushes his brain, and then all he can feel is rage, which is a pretty dark type thing. But at the same time, Magikarp is supposed to be a fish that jumped over a mountain or an arch or whatever to become a dragon. And when you gave Gyarados a Mega Evolution, a second chance to change his typing, you didn't make him Water Dragon, which seems kinda whack, if you ask me. Given the fact that I'm not crazy about Gyarados, and I'm not crazy about his Mega either, and also his typing still doesn't make sense. Well, it makes sense, but you know, he should be Dragon type. I'm gonna give Mega Gyarados like a 3.5. Mega Aerodactyl, another Pokemon that I could argue should be Dragon type. Rock Dragon. That would be pretty cool. But at the same time, in the same game, we already got a Rock Dragon type fossil Pokemon. Tyrantrum. Tyrantrum's Rock Dragon type. So it would be a little weird for them to make Mega Aerodactyl also Rock Dragon, except he's also a Mega, and a pretty good sweeper Mega at that, because he's fast as fuck. I'm just not crazy about Mega Aerodactyl. He doesn't change all that much. His typing doesn't change at all. However, his stats are crazy with how fast he is, and his ability is nuts. So 5.4 seems fair. Yes, Mewtwo's. Mega Mewtwo X gets a 3, and Mega Mewtwo Y gets a 3.2, I guess. I just don't care. Okay, Mega Ampharos. I've already said I don't like Ampharos. They finally give Ampharos a chance to be what he's supposed to be, a sheep that becomes a dragon. And he does. He becomes electric dragon type. However, he still looks absolutely nothing like a dragon. And because of that, I still hate him. I still don't like Ampharos, and I especially dislike Mega Ampharos. You get a 1. It seems harsh, but that's what I'm going with. Mega Scizor. Huh. I could have sworn that you were a Oras Mega. I guess not. Mega Scizor is cool. I like Mega Scizor more than I like Scizor, but I still think I like Scyther more than both of them. Mega Scizor is a really good Pokemon. He's still got that problem with Bug Steel, but Bug Steel at the same time isn't a problem because he's only weak to fire. However, fire type is a pretty common type, and basically everything can learn flamethrower. So long as they can take a hit and get a flamethrower off, that may be curtains for you, my guy. But ignoring type setups and whatnot, I like Mega Scizor. I don't like him as much as Scyther, but I do like him more than Scizor. So we'll give him like a flat 6. Mega Heracross. Yeah, that's a Mega Heracross. Fair. I have no complaints. I genuinely have nothing to say other than I have no complaints. It's just a good design. 6.5. Mega Houndoom. Oh, woe is your bones. However, you are a fucking awesome Pokemon. So cool. So cool. Mega Houndoom gets a 7.5 from me. Mega Tyranitar. Yes. I feel like they should have really driven home the point that, you know, he's largely based off of Godzilla and 1 or 2 other kaiju. I feel like they could have taken the route of making him look more like Godzilla with his Mega, because Godzilla is the more popular of the kaiju he's based on, but they didn't, and he ended up looking like a tree for some reason. Yeah. I'm just not crazy about Mega Tyranitar. I don't hate him, but I don't love him, so he gets a 5. Mega Blaziken, honestly, I forget is an X and Y Mega Evolution because he was an event Torchic. You could get a Torchic from a mystery gift thing that had the Blazikenite in X and Y before Oras, which is this Torchic was the entire reason people suspected that there was going to be a Gen 3 remake right after X and Y, which there was. And it was good. It was a good remake. Much preferred over Fire Red. And as I'm playing through Soul Silver, I'm thinking the Gen 3 remake is a lot better than that one as well. So high hopes for the Gen 4 remake. Bring back Mega Evolution, please. Mega Blaziken's cool. It's one of the Megas I actively really like. We'll give him a 7.8. 7.8. Mega Gardevoir. We're back to a very overrated Pokemon. I like Mega Gardevoir. I don't like Gardevoir, but I'm okay with Mega Gardevoir. 4.9, just slightly under, no opinion. Mega Mawile. Yes, Mega Mawile. Chef Kiss. Great Pokemon. Really cool Pokemon. Really cool Mega. Nothing but praise for Mega Mawile. She's really cool. We'll give her a 7.2. Big chunky. I like Mega Aggron. There's only one real complaint I have with Mega Aggron, and it's that his ability changes when you Mega Evolve him. So if you have a Rock Head, you can't use Head Smash with impunity anymore. However, at the same time, he gets Filter. So Mega Aggron is single-handedly one of the tankiest motherfuckers you could ever exist in the general vicinity of, which I love because it takes Aggron, who is a pretty good Pokemon with horrible typing, fixes his horrible typing, and gives him an ability that makes him more tanky. Mega Aggron, statistically, was a downright drastic upgrade from Aggron, which is wonderful. My only real complaint is I like the look of normal Aggron better, and normal Aggron is my number 10 favorite Pokemon. So Mega Aggron, if I were including Megas separately from their normal forms in my top 100, Mega Aggron would probably be number 11. So if Aggron is 9.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if Aggron is a 9.1 out of 10, Mega Aggron is a 9.05 out of 10. Mega Medicham. God, I hate you. I hate your your original form. I hate what you evolved from. You should not have gotten a Mega. No one cares. 1 out of 10. Manectric, yay! Another Pokemon I fucking despise. And now it has a Mega. That makes it look dumb. Cool. 1. Let's fix that for a second. Oh, Mega Bennett. I was hard pressed to choose between Mega Bennett and the next Pokemon for my favorite Mega. I'm still not sure which one I like more. I love the way Mega Bennett looks so much. It's such a cool design. It's so cool. And you took a Pokemon I already liked and gave it a bitchin' Mega Evolution. Mega Bennett is so fucking cool. And it's a physical attack sweeper. It gets stabbed with Shadow Claw. I love Mega Bennett. It's, you know what? Because this is a similar situation between Aurorus and Tyrantrum for me, except I've now decided on that. I still can't decide which Mega I like more. So regardless, I'm gonna give Mega Bennett a 10 out of 10. Just a flat 10 out of 10. This is a perfect Mega Evolution. I love it so much. It's so fucking cool. And moving on from there, the next Mega Evolution is Mega Absol. Yes, good. You took a Pokemon I fucking loved, much like Bennett, and gave it a really cool Mega. Good. Dude, Mega Absol. Way too many people focus on the fact that it has an emo flap. Dude, look at the rest of it. Look at it. It's so cool. So Mega Absol was the other contender, if you didn't pick up on the continuity, was another contender for my favorite Mega. And at this point, I'm unsure if I like Mega Bennett or it more. So Mega Absol also is getting a 10 out of 10. So good. So another thing I genuinely forgot. I actually don't even remember hearing about this. Mega Latias and Mega Latios. They were X and Y. You got them from an event. That must have been like right when ORAS was coming out, like at that exact time. Either way, I like both Latias and Latios, and their Megas are basically the same, so I'll rate them collectively. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt because of the 2 original forms, I like Latias better, and I will judge them both based off of Latias, and I think it's cool. I like it. I like how it's purple. It combines the red from Latias and the blue from Latios into purple. It makes sense. It's an obvious design choice. I'm quite a fan. We'll give it a 8.2 out of 10. Oh yes, top 10 Pokemon who didn't need a Mega and got one for some fucking reason. Megagard Chomp, as if Garchomp wasn't fucking well known to be absolutely batshit insane anyway. They gave him a Mega. What the fuck were they thinking? Yeah, he's awesome. He's absurdly good. Look at him. That's a fucking cool Pokemon. And it's a Mega from a really cool Pokemon. That's a really good Pokemon. And it Mega evolves from a really good Pokemon. Why did Garchomp get a Mega? He didn't need it. He really didn't. But I appreciate it. We'll give him a 9. We'll give Mega Garchomp a 9 out of 10. Mega Lucario. Yes, the poster child for Mega Evolution. I'm not sure if I like him more than default Lucario or not. I think I do. I'm fine with Lucario. He's not one of my favorite. He's not one of my favorite Pokemon, but I like him. He's pretty neato. And the way you get Mega Lucario in X and Y is pretty interesting. A Lucario takes a liking to you, and Karina's like, hey, we just went and we did a gym fight, so do you wanna have a 1v1 with your Mega Lucario and my Mega Lucario? And then you're like, I don't have a Mega Lucario. And there's like, you do now. Look at this guy. And he's like, sup? And then you have a Mega Lucario. That's a pretty interesting way of doing it. We'll give him a 7. Mega Abomasnow. So close. His stats are awesome. However, he still has the absolute worst typing, Grass Ice. So you're statistically the worst Mega Evolution still. Despite your actual stat block being great, you're still the worst Mega Evolution because your typing is total ass. And that's just really unfortunate. I like Abomasnow. I love Snover. I like Mega Abomasnow. He's really cool looking. But your typing, bro, is just so it's worse than Aggron's. And that's saying something. So, sadly, despite the fact that I like you, you're just kind of unusable. So 6 out of 10. All right, so that's all of the Mega Evolutions. We're just gonna harken back to Mega Bennett and Mega Absol real quick. They're so good. I love them both. I think I'm leaning more towards Mega Bennett, and then I look back at Mega Absol, and I'm like, I don't know. So I really can't decide. I think just for consistency's sake, I will say that Mega Bennett is my favorite, just so people have something to go off of. Mega Bennett is my favorite ghost type, and Absol and Mega Absol aren't my favorite dark type. That's Weavile. So, seeing as how Mega Banette is my favorite something already, I'll also say it's my favorite Mega Evolution. However, should be noted that Mega Absol is my third favorite Pokemon. Actually, now I'm looking at the top 100 again. Mega Absol and Mega Banette are right next to each other for the same reason that Tyrantrum and Auroras are. Alright, we're deciding this right now. I'm gonna do a random number generator. And I'm gonna see, this is a good test, because if you're upset with the answer, that means the other answer is your actual favorite. So this is a good way of doing it. So I'm gonna let Siri pick a number between 1 and 2, and that will decide my favorite Mega, even if it's not the one she says. Big brain plays. So, 1 for Mega Banette, 2 for Mega Absol. Hey Siri, pick a number between 1 and 2.
A random number between 1 and 2 is 2.
I am kind of upset with that result. So it looks like Mega Banette's my favorite. Science, baby. Alright, let's get back to the X and Y Pokemon. Okay. So I was, it's a damn shame we took a break from the Oops All Bangers section of the X and Y Pokedex, and we came back to this. So, I am not going to state my opinion of Hoopa. What I am going to instead state is a scenario. And with that scenario in mind, we're going to collectively think if Hoopa was a good idea or not. So, picture. You're at Game Freak, and you're looking to make a new movie to debut a Pokemon, a new legendary Pokemon. Pretty sweet. Exciting idea. And you're like, hey, John? I'm making this new legendary called Hoopa. He's a psychic ghost type, and he uses hoops to travel between dimensions, and he's based off of a genie, and the Lotus Prince from Chinese mythology, Neja. And then John, question mark, is like, oh, that's a cool idea. We need to make a new movie. Anyway, so how about we take your idea and put it as one of the main characters of the new movie? And you're like, sweet, I'll do that. Thanks, John. And then John comes to you, he's like, what do you want the movie to be about? What do you want your character's role to be, since this is your legendary? And then you're like, thanks, John. And then you decide, hey, so here's what we're going to do, right? This is a new legendary Pokemon, and every generation we have a bunch of new legendary Pokemon. So I want to make this legendary Pokemon memorable. So how about, in the movie, we have Hoopa, this theoretical Pokemon, get dissed by a random guy by saying he's not even that strong, and then have him react like a 5-year-old child and go around trapping every legendary just to prove that he's strong, and that guy is a dum-dum. And then John is like, that is single-handedly the best idea I've ever heard. If there's one thing that John, think would go over well with the fans of the series, yeah, it's definitely seeing a new contender, a new legendary that looks like a 5-year-old child, acts like a 5-year-old child, going around and imprisoning their favorite legendary Pokemon. Because we already have all of these legendary Pokemon designs, and each one of them is someone's favorite. So by having him going around and trapping all of the legendaries, he's going to be trapping everyone's favorite legendary Pokemon. Yeah, John, say that this is a great idea. And I think the fans will love it, and I think the fans will love this Pokemon. Wow, thanks, John. I didn't think you would think it's a good idea. And then John turns to you and takes off his sunglasses, and he goes, Kevin, that was complete and total sarcasm. Like, fully sarcasm. You can't think that us bringing in a new character that no one's ever seen before and having him going around imprisoning everyone's favorite legendaries is a good idea. Like, you can't think that is going to make people... And then you turn to John, and you're like, I'm sorry, John, but the fate is sealed. The movie came out yesterday. And then John just sits back and thinks for a second, and he says, all right, you know what, Kevin, I don't care. Just make sure, for your own sake, you don't check your Twitter DMs. That is how I imagine Hoopa's movie came into being. Who in the goddamn fuck thought it was a good idea to have this rat go around trapping everyone's favorite legendary, because every legendary is someone's favorite? Why? No, we don't care about this guy. We've never even fucking seen him before. How are we supposed to like this character? No. I refuse to... I refuse to accept that this Pokemon exists. Hoopa is not going to get a rating for me. Just like Emolga, just like Stunfisk, just like White Kyurem. He's not getting a rating because he doesn't deserve it. I would prefer if the world moved on and pretended that Hoopa just never happened. Both him and his Unbound form can fuck off and never exist. You are a terrible Pokemon, and you should feel horrible. And you trapped Reshiram. So I hate your guts. Can't do that to my boy. My precious fluffy boy. You can't do that. Fuck you. Alright, I'm not sure if Volcanion is Gen 6 or 7 Pokemon, so I'm just gonna do him here. Maybe he's like Victini, where he's number 0 on the Alola Pokedex, but I'm doing him here because I don't know. Volcanion's a cool concept. He's Fire-Water type, which is fucking weird, but that's a cool thing. A Fire-Water type. We've never fucking seen that before. He's based off of Steam, and he's a volcano and whatnot. He's a cool idea for a Pokemon. I'm not crazy about his design. I don't like his giant water tube. That's really strange. I feel like they could have done the whole he's a fire type with water flowing through him thing a lot better than just putting a water tube on his back. He's a cool Pokemon. I like his idea. I like his typing. I like his concept. It just feels a little bit poorly executed. So we'll give Volcanion a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Not terrible. Okay, and with that, hour and a half recording, that's Gen 6. Wow, there's a lot of Pokemon I like in Gen 6. I think I might still like more Pokemon from Gen 4 than Gen 6, but at the same time, Gen 6 is also a really tiny generation. So I think I will still say Gen 4 is my favorite generation, but X and Y are my favorite games. What are your favorite Pokemon games? What's your favorite generation? Leave it in the comments. Viewer interaction. It's interesting. Hang in there, because we're almost done. Wow, it really is just Alola and Galar next, huh? I wasn't planning to do this, but I guess I've got nothing else to do with today. I might as well finish it. So, it doesn't matter to you, because they're all coming out a day after each other anyway. So, I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you agreed with my opinions, and if you want, you can subscribe to my Patreon. I'm not making anyone do that yet because I'm not really capable of making proper videos yet, but if you want to, I won't stop you. I hope you have a great day. Moving on to Alola next.